property had a meeting, and we came together to decide about the lease. I believe the lease agreement was approved, so we just need a signature to press forward. Any questions I can answer?
Well, give us a quick.
Yeah.
And how much is the lease, how long?
The lease is the same as before, it's $750 a month, which is what we are currently paying in the location we were in. It does have the, is it 3% increase a year? Is that?
Like $22 a year.
Correct. It is a little smaller space, but it's very comparable to what we even started Livonia in 2016. So this is a temporary location until either Camden's Adventure Zone is added on to for us, or if the owner of the property has space to build for us.
Did she give you any timeline?
She says it all depended upon money, but she just says it's temporary. She keeps calling this space temporary. We have our own entrance for the seniors that visit us that maybe can't walk the full distance or walk over cobblestones. They can park at the front, come into the house, it's a remodeled house, and go to the right all the way to the back to the master bedroom. So there is accessibility for those who are mobility limited.
Commissioner, if I may, to clarify, I think some of your questions. This is a lease, I believe it's a 5-year lease? Okay,
Correct.
it's a 5-year lease. The landlord did indicate that, she anticipated some changes, adding on, and so the concern was that we were gonna be bound to this 5-year lease and whatever. So, we agreed to include in the lease, provision that either party could modify that lease, if she builds on, because that would anticipate a rent increase, because it would be more space, and more amenities. And the county may decide, well, it's too much now, or we found a different place. So either party would have the option to amend that lease, and if agreed to, or the court could always pull out of it if things change. If I'm correct, she doesn't anticipate any changes in the next year. She's still working on, she still doesn't know what she's gonna do with the property. She just would like to expand it, provide community services there. There's already things going on. The building is ADA accessible, and so she's allotted this space that she thinks a library would be a wonderful improvement to that, and it seems to meet the county's needs to provide a library in that area. So the increase every year is nominal, 2%, I think it was, 2-3%. But and then some of the concerns in the original lease that I had about repairs and property, all that was removed, so we're not gonna be responsible for that. She would take
That
responsibility
house
for
is
that.
not 4 or 5 years old.
Yes, so.
It's a new home.
Yes, it is, and she is invested in providing that home as a base for the community, so, would very much like the library to be part of that, and I see that she's willing to work with the county to do that. So, in terms of the lease, it does provide us to, make changes if we need to, or if there's something that we don't like that changes down the road, then the county does have the option to pull out of that lease without any harm to the county.
I think it's an excellent spot because they had an overwhelming response to their soccer deal that they put on. I think we've got folks from Floresville even going over to Livonia. The response was just overwhelming. I know the traffic, we had traffic issues on 775. I would say there were probably several hundred vehicles, maybe as many as 500 out there with the soccer fields that she's provided. So we got a lot of kiddos going to that facility, as well as the Camden's Adventure Center. So it's a good location. I think it'll be a good upgrade on the library.
And I did check on D26A, it is 3%.
It's 3% as well.
I thought it was 2 myself, but it's
3%,
three.
yeah.
space there for not just the kids. She's gonna allow us to use like the second floor for adults who want to hold book clubs. There is a book club meeting every month in the Livonia Library for them to go. There are downstairs in what was the living room is also areas so people can meet and greet as well.
I think it's quite a upgrade from where we were.
It'll be different. I wouldn't have to put up with the leaky roof that and water is not a friend to books.
Ms. Store, you're kind of on a timeline for moving, you got till the 30th, correct?
Correct, 3 weeks. We're ready to go as soon as
Okay,
you
so you
sign.
got things boxed up?
As soon as you sign on the dotted line, I'm on my way to Livonia to box up my Lego collection.
Okay, all right.
Mrs. Huron, in reading the lease, the tenant's rebuilding obligations deals with fire or other elements. Do you have any concerns about that? Cause when I first read it, I was like, okay, tenant's insurance is the norm, I would think, these days in order to protect.
Yes, she has the appropriate insurance, but we also will have a secondary, insurance that will cover it, so there shouldn't be any problem with that. Cause the liability was another issue we discussed and being appropriately insured, so, she has full insurance for the facility and certainly understands that.
All right, Commissioners, I'll entertain a motion, agenda item number 10.
I'll make a motion that we accept the lease on the Livonia Library, with the Texas Limited Liability Company to move the library to the Kamloops Adventure Center location.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Perdomo, seconded by Commissioner Martin. Do we have any other discussion regarding agenda item number 10? Hear none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against, nay. Ayes have it, motion passes.
Can I leave it today with a signed copy by chance?
Yes?
They'll have to notarize it, whatever, but, okay, you'll do that right now? Okay.
First one is gonna be Red Dirt Road. It's in the same area. Yeah. I want to say it's that one right there, but you Lane.
Agenda item number 11, Lou Serato, Permitting and Development Director. We go to 11A, naming private lane, number 1A1, 11A1, Precinct 3, Red Dirt Road. Review and approve.
Road has been surveyed and also
434?
Yes,
And
this is the flag track that's next to the Sheltons. And right now, I believe they're currently using the Puma track to get to the residents in the back, or the property in the back.
So it's all the way at the end of 434.
It's part of the Chris Waters, all that section that was kind of being chopped up.
Okay.
and they need a name for 911.
Cause they're gonna, they have the 25 points. They got the bigger track in the back, and there's gonna be 3 different family members building out there. They just want to have a private thing. But do you remember the big dirt mound on 434? That's supposed to be the entrance to their driveway.
Okay. Anybody have any other questions? I will make a motion to approve, the naming of the private lane, Red Dirt Roads.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Cordova, second by Commissioner Keen. Any other discussion regarding 11A1? Hearing none, call for the vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those against, nay. Ayes have it, motion passes. We move to 11B1, subdivision Siesta Oaks Ranch, review and approve final plat, discuss and take action.
And this one, had approval from the fire marshal, the engineer, and it was favorable with the review committee. It was posted in the newspaper for the 3 consecutive weeks.
Commissioner, I think it was discussion.
We did, the only thing I got on this thing is, once again, I'm gonna go back to these driveway culverts. You got lot 3, lot 4, 1 12-inch CMP or not required. Are you good with the 12-inch in there?
And this is zone,
Well, minimum standard, I believe, is 18. So, it's something,
it used to be 15, is it, did we finally get it?
If
up
it's
to
an 18, but
If I may, I believe that's an older version, that you might be looking at on
What's
your
on-
screen.
what's on there?
I believe it was modified to the, first few lots do not require culverts at all, and
6 and 7 ask for 18-inch CMP, 8 ask for, actually ask for 2 18-inch CMP, and then lot 8 asks for 2 24-inch CMP.
Okay, yeah.
1 through 5, it says not required, so when they shot the grade, it didn't.
correct.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Yeah, it's got standards here that are up
So,
to
yeah,
current
go
code.
ahead and update it. That's what we asked for.
You wanna look at it?
Please. If y'all are done with that.
Something's going on. Yeah, that's what it is. EMS run.
I'm good.
I'll entertain the motion on agenda item 11B1.
I'll make a motion that we approve the final plat on Siesta Oaks Ranch subdivision.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Cordova, second by Commissioner Aiken. Any other discussion regarding agenda 11B1? Hearing none, call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against, nay. Ayes have it, motion passes. We move to 11B2, discuss and take action on acceptance of bond $89,320.
This information has been sent to both the county attorney and the county treasurer for review. And our engineer has reviewed probable cost and signed off on it as well.
And this is the actual bond?
I'll entertain a motion on 11B2.
I'll make a motion to accept the bond for Siesta Oaks Ranch, in the amount of $89,320.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Perdola, seconded by Commissioner Aiken. Any other discussion regarding 11B2? Hearing none, I'll call for the vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against nay. Ayes have it, motion passes. We move to agenda item, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Move to agenda item number 12, we have Jim Stewart, our county sheriff, sheriff's office progress.
Good morning. Okay, for the year, these year-end stats I have today, so, for year-end, total reportable calls, 6,518. Non-reportable calls, 16,670, for a total of 23,188, which is just a little less than 2,000 calls a month on average. Livestock calls for 2025, we had 776. 394 animal complaints, 223 mental health calls, and 97 burn ban calls. Total arrests for the year, 496. Security checks, 2,099 for the year. Patrol buys, proactive patrolling, 10,326. And traffic code enforcement, 6,477.
Sheriff, is that just, people calling in and saying somebody's driving the wrong way or speeding?
On
or
the
running people off the
non-reportable,
road?
is that what you're asking?
Yeah, the very last one, the traffic code enforcement for the,
That's just some kind of enforcement from us. I guess it's split down here on the next, where it comes citations, warnings.
okay, so it
That's
could be,
just-
anything. It could
that's
be a
just a
traffic,
total of it, yes.
everything from a traffic stop. and
Burn
somebody
ban
calling and saying-
violation,
Okay.
animal control ordinance, it can be anything. And it can be a ticket or one, and it's not specific on there. Traffic citations for the year, 1,203. Misdemeanor citations, 150. 25 burn ban citations. 46 animal complaint citations, and 11 livestock citations. Total warnings issued, 6,098. 143 misdemeanor warnings. We had 28 burn ban warnings, 19 animal complaint warnings, and 23 livestock warnings. So basically, we wrote tickets to warnings was about equal in livestock and animal complaints. For the year, CID closed 201 cases. They opened an additional 1,042. So that means they still have 800 open just in the last year. Sent to juvenile probation in 2025, we had 11 cases sent juvenile probation, 297 cases sent to the county attorney's office, and 251 cases sent to the district attorney's office. And 18 unfounded cases in 2025, had 276, basically without any further information, they're kind of on hold, and 33 of them were outside of our jurisdiction. Sex offender verification, we had 84 verifications in 2025, 29 compliance checks. We filed no sex offender violations in 2025. Operation Lone Star interdiction, felony arrests for 2025, 219. Misdemeanor arrest, 161. They made 2,218 traffic stops and assisted patrol on 98 calls. Out of that, they seized 25 weapons, 10 stolen vehicles were recovered. They seized 1 vehicle. They had 35 days of out-of-county operations and 3 in-county operation days. They, released or turned over to, Border Patrol 35, undocumented illegal aliens. Out of those arrests, they had 1,778 grams of meth seized, 146.5 ounces of marijuana, 11,015 ounces of THC marijuana oil, 46.5 grams of heroin, 256.19 grams of cocaine, and 5.9 grams of fentanyl. For the jail, basically, we've averaged 1,332, or basically 110 to 115 a day in the jail for the last 12 months. Average daily intake's about 4. Inmates housed, we average about 10 federal inmates a month, for a total of $308,070 for the year 2025. We've averaged about 5.5, say 6 Gonzales County inmates for a total of $106,998 for 2025. Court stats, miles driven in 2025 is 76,000. Few calls not that important. In-county transports 529. Out-of-county transports 266. 29 mental health transports, and they handled 50 arrests. And to end the year, this is the first year we've done this since I took office. We had Operation Safe Santa, which was 23rd to the 25th, in collaboration with Floresville PD, DPS, Polk PD, Stockdale Marshal's Office, and us. In the 3 days, they stopped 98 vehicles, wrote 16 citations, 105 warnings, and made 4 arrests. On New Year's Eve, Operation Last Call, it was Floresville PD and the Sheriff's Office. 32 traffic stops, 8 citations, 34 warnings, and 5 arrests. That'll be it for 2025.
Sure.
Yes.
So how are we doing on the jail in terms of, are we out of capacity, or do we need to increase capacity? Do we need to start planning for that? Where do you feel that we're at in that regard?
We probably need to start looking at, increasing capacity in the, jail. Right now, the last month, we've actually went down to about 112 a day average. We were averaging right at 130. We've cleared some through TDC, some of them just, bonded out, been able to get out. We've cleared some county court cases, so they've got time served and got out. So we're back down to about the 130 is about capacity. And, so that right now we've got about a 15 to 20 leeway, but that's awful close.
But
It
we have
wouldn't take
federal
much.
prisoners and we have Gonzales County prisoners that are housed in that number, and so if we had a need, we could back off on what.
Well, yes, that is true. Yes, there's
We don't
about
wanna lose
15.
money,
We
but-
could basically go down to 100 average if we got, did away with the Gonzales County and the, feds.
Any other questions, Sheriff? Thank
Thank
you.
you.
And Sheriff, so we'll get together with Mr. Vaughn right after court, we'll talk about
Yes, sir.
that. Okay, thank you. And item number 13, Genevieve Martinez, County Clerk, discuss take action on Commissioner Court minutes.
And they have been reviewed by the county judge and county attorney's office.
Take a few minutes to take a look at that. All right, Commissioner, Bill, entertain a motion to discussion on Commissioner Court's minutes?
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes for December 8th, 2025, and December 22nd, 2025.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner King, seconded by Commissioner Pearl. Any other discussion regarding agenda item number 13? Hearing none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against, nay. Ayes have it, motion passes. Agenda item number 14, Jaylene Bodiford, our Human Resource Specialist, presentation of payroll and personnel changes.
Good morning. Rose Sanchez was demoted from a patrol sergeant to courthouse security effective December 23rd, 2025. Rolando Garza was terminated from his position as a patrol deputy effective December 23rd, 2025. And Zach Garcia was terminated from his position as a patrol deputy / PIO effective December 23rd, 2025.
Any questions, Mark? Thank you, Mark. Agenda item number 15, we have Brenda Perino, County Auditor, to discuss and take action on county bills. This is not the place.
I provided y'all with an unpaid vendor report. The grand total is $485,439.99.
Motion.
So, in the non-departmental, we've got Forestville Electric, is that to provide electricity to there? For $51,652?
Yes, that is to provide electric to,
You said non-departmental?
Yep,
See it.
it's right there at the top of page 7.
so that's for the underground and the pad and everything. So that's right.
Looking at 1,400. This is what,
Yeah, that's it.
That's when we were talking about again, last meeting with PDK.
Make sure that's what it was for. Thank you.
you're welcome.
On the collection facility, does it usually run around $45,000 for the public services?
Whenever they're picking them up.
When they're picking it up, they pick it up, so.
pickups are.
It had been several months since they picked up.
Cause we were short an employee that was
Because
loading
we were-
stuff,
right.
and they had to really get after it, so he's back to work now, so.
There's a guy that was on medical leave, but he's been cleared.
It's cleared and back.
Yeah, and that's about average.
Okay, thank you.
So, on page 10, Aaron Guerrero for $5,830 for building repair, EOC already? Is that correct?
I'm sorry, what page?
Page 10 at the top there?
0409.
Let me see, yeah, I think it's in the electrical thing. Yes, so that was the 50 amp hookup that had to be requested for, and there were some LEDs that needed to be changed. But there was a 50 amp plug that needed to go in to keep the emergency operations trailer up and running.
And so where are we at? Mr. Vino previously told us that what she's gonna do is the stuff that goes to the building needs to be just building, and then the rest of it should be credited back to their operating expenses, so where are we at on that, you know?
And this is for the same project? that-
Yeah. Well, I guess first question is, are the books for last year closed yet?
They are, yes.
Okay, so we can request end of year reports now. 'Cause I know several officials have asked me when they're gonna be able to get their end of year reports.
Yeah, the books are closed, so we could, because we're gonna start preparing for our external audit, so, everything is closed right now, so I would say if y'all request one from Ms. Trevino, then we could provide that. Y'all's year-end reports.
All right, Commissioners, I'll entertain a motion on agenda item number 15.
Make a motion that we accept the, county auditor's report and pay the bills in the amount as suggested, being $485,439.99.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Aiken, seconded by Commissioner Cordova. Any other discussion regarding agenda item number 15? Hearing none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against, nay. Ayes have it, motion passed. Entertain a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Keenan, seconded by Commissioner Cordova. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against,